What's popping, baby? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? This is Tuesday morning. It's the cook up. I don't know if y'all noticed, man, but this sun is shining real bright on my right side, my left side, whatever it is on your screen. My damn dog keep blinking through the blinds. Get your butt out of here. But it's going down, baby. We up in here, man. It's the kitchen. It's the cook up. We in the building, man. For those that didn't know, man, it's almost that time, Rock, for the Super Bowl. I think some of us kind of forgot about the Super Bowl because we haven't heard nothing about it. Like the Pro Bowl is a wash. Nobody cares about it. I even heard about James Harden getting traded. And I said, man, why is this even news? No one cares, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in sports. And we literally took a week off because I probably haven't kept up with anything for this past couple of days, man, other than some parlays that I didn't win. So you let me know what's on your mind right now, brother. And good morning to you. And let me know how you feeling, big dog. What's up with you?
What is cooking? Good looking. I just had to light up this candle right here, set the mood. This is going to be a very special show. You know what, Fizz? I don't care that other people don't care because that's on them. This is a monumentous show that we got. We are going to talk about all of 2025, the best, the worst, and we are going to preview the Super Bowl. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to have an awesome halftime show. I don't know if you knew this. Bad Bunny, maybe Cardi B is going to come out for a guest performance, which automatically is going to make it the best Super Bowl of all time, Fizz. At least since we had Shakira doing that whole tongue action thing with what's her face out there. What was that halftime show that happened with that? Shakira. Do you remember?
Right, I ain't gonna lie, I never watched halftime shows, so I don't know.
You don't watch halftime shows? You didn't see Kendrick Lamar last year? That was probably one of the best ones.
Kendrick Lamar. Little bit of Usher. That's about it. I don't watch
Jennifer Lopez. I was too afraid to say Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. Because I'm usually thinking of her as an actress. I forget that she does music. But anyway, yeah, I'm super excited for this show, Fizz. It's going to be a great game. This is the most important moment of their lives, so we should celebrate it. So I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people think it's going to be an absolute slaughter when it comes to a game, Fizz, but I don't think it's necessarily going to go that way. We get a lot of different things wrong. So how about you? How are you doing? How was your weekend? Are you excited for the Super Bowl? Are you excited for the show, Fizz?
Well, thank you for reminding me to light my candle, brother. I got me a little winter candy apple, big dog. Had to light that up, man. You know, I got to get them vibes going. So that's why I stepped off the screen, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl. Looking forward to today's show, of course. Just in sports in general, man. I think it's time to take a little break, take a reset. I know this is a 24-hour, 365 business, whether it's football, whether it's college, whether it's basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever your thing is, you look forward to it when you wake up in the morning. So I'm glad we here to give the people a little bit of what they look forward to. But as far as this week goes, I'm just looking for some lead-up stories, man. You know how every year for the Super Bowl, we get those backstories of players that we didn't know, like their high school days, their favorite coach is this guy and who they're related to. I'm looking forward to them kind of stories because I think we kind of missed that, man. I'm not a big ESPN type of watcher these days, but they always find them, one-on-one interviews where they get a player from a team and get his whole backstory, and we find out, this dude is randomly related to one of the greatest players of all time or something like that. So I'm looking forward to one of those stories, to hear one of those, really. But outside
I read
of that,
one this morning, Fizz. I read one this morning about Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
You know that he is the youngest of four, he's got three other brothers. Do you know that he's the runt of the family? At 6'4", 225 pounds, he is by far the smallest of all four of the brothers. Do you know how big his brothers are?
I have no idea. Let me know, big dog.
He's got two brothers that are 6'8", and he's got one brother that's 6'7". They all play college basketball.
I was about to say they got to play basketball. I was just about to say that. It's basketball.
His oldest brother won a national championship with the North Carolina Tar Heels. He has one that plays for Maryland. I can't remember what the third brother he plays for, but he's the runt of the family. And they did this. The guy that interviewed him, he did a whole story about the youngest siblings in sports and how much, if there's a correlation to their performance in being basically the runt of the family, the last one born. Michael Jordan was the fourth of five brothers, and Serena Williams is the youngest And Venus was already very, very successful before she even came on. She ended up being the most successful. Long story short, if you're the runt of the family, there is a high correlation to performance, especially when it comes to athletic things, business. There's that drive, Fizz, being the small one of the family, trying to prove yourself. So I thought that was very, very interesting. I can't believe how big his family is. I wonder how big his parents are. What are they, like 6'8" too?
Well, as an older brother, I can tell you this, man. I can attest to this. When you're the older brother, you the one that got to do all the damn work. You had to go through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? You had to be the example. And two, you got to look out for the little ones. So the little ones, I tell you this, man. I see Pops in the chat. Listen, he going to try to deny it. But I can tell you right now, Rock, my youngest brother, probably both of them fools, to be honest. Neither one of them got their butt whooped, man. I don't remember one time they got a hand put on them cheeks. I done got beat with everything, bro. I promise you. I got hit with a boat paddle one time. I remember this.
Yeah.
My little brothers, I don't remember them getting popped one time with some aggression. So I'm just saying that to say they had the opportunities that I didn't have, and I had to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So them younger brothers, they get the easy road sometimes. You just got to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of hating as a big bro, but I wouldn't be who I am today if I wasn't big bro. So it's all good.
Yeah, his older brothers were whooping his ass in the driveway all the time. So he's used to fighting people that are bigger than him.
They get picked on a lot. I know. I understand that. But their road, though, their kneecaps, their fingertips, their butt cheeks, everything is a lot lighter, feel a lot better than it did when I was coming up. All right, times have changed, big dog. But
it's like, hey, dad whooped our ass because of you, so now we're going to take it out on you. So
facts.
We're going to get this woman either way. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That's cool. That's one good story. Then I'm gonna have to look into some more, man, because I really want to find that out, and I'm gonna find out who his brother is from Maryland. I want to, check him out, man. I don't know if he's still playing there or he that was an old.
I'm not sure if he's still playing there, but they don't look anything like him. They all have these big ass beards. They look like they're from, I don't know, like Iceland or some shit. And you got Drake May looking like.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, I mean, like I said, man, today though, we're going to talk a little bit of the Super Bowl, but we also going to talk about some fantasy. We're going to talk about NFL, but I want to get some awards out, man. I know the ESPYs. I thought the ESPYs, for whatever reason, I thought it was this weekend. It's in July. Maybe I'm tripping. Like, I looked it up. It's around the NBA finals, not the
the Grammys this weekend.
Yeah, and Grammys was last week, that one that just passed. But I thought the ESPYs were like around Super Bowl. I guess it's around the finals. So I want to give out our own Grammys, our own Super Bowl awards, our own whatever you call it. So the Vibe Awards is what we're going to do today. I went through your list. I made my own names. Some of it will be personal preference of players that I want to get awards to, and some of it will be, just be regular players that we saw through the season that I think should earn those awards as well. So today's an award show. Hopefully we get our flowers, we get our awards, and let's give the people their awards and let them know why we're here, big dog. So without further ado, man, this is the Cook Up. Good morning. We welcome you to the channel, baby, and let's get this thing cracking. Right?
Hey, they wrote me off, I ain't write them back. Nah. Follow me, but don't double tap. I ain't liking that. You subscribe, I monetize. Now who's striking that? Wanna see the contract? Who got the rights to that? This my story. I spent my whole life on that. Time's up. Shador Sanders with the rollie in the armor. I could do this shit with my eyes closed. The main attraction don't come at me with no side show. I'm selling high, they wanna buy low.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, baby. We back like we never left because most likely we didn't leave. All right. So let's get that thing cracking, man. I see we got the people in the chat. Rock, we got to holler at the people because that's what we do first to begin everything, big dog. So crank a little bit of this music up, man. See what's popping up in here. We got my boy Gov in the building. Gov said, let's go, baby. Give us a secret sauce across some Super Bowl and the prop bets. Rock, we might got to look into Vegas today, man. We might got to see what they got.
I got to pull it up right now, so we can do that.
Okay, all right. Well, once I get through the names, let's get through that first, man. Give Gov his bets so he can make some money. Hopefully give us a little bit of that thing, all right? Who else? Oh, my fault. I'm going to pull you up, Gov. My bad, big dog. Who else we got in here? We got my boy Big E up in here. This is the man we'll be talking to, man. He out here stunting on me, showing me all this money he keep winning, man. I need to start following his recipe. All right, he got it. He got the sauce over there, Rock. I tell you that right now, man. Who else we got? Pops in the building. What's good? Mom's up in here. She said, what's with the flag football? Mom, you don't remember the flag football started probably like 4 or 5 years ago. That's what they've been on the last couple of years. So I think once the Pro Bowl left Hawaii, Rock, it was like, who in the world? What player you know? Especially, let's say I make the Pro Bowl and I'm in Miami. Why the hell I want to drive to Orlando for the Pro Bowl? I wanted to be somewhere where it feel like a vacation, not a staycation. So the Pro Bowl is no longer it's just a bowl at this point.
Ever since they moved it from Hawaii, Fizz, it's never been the same. That was the start. That was the start.
That was the end. That was the beginning of the end. That's for sure. Shout out my boy Voorhees, man. Happy G-Day to my boy, man. He done turned, I don't know how old he turned this week, but let's just say he is in his prime. All right, he's in his prime, man. Shout out my boy. Happy birthday to him, February 3rd. And the Super Bowl used to be on his birthday weekend. Now it's a week and a half later, man. So shout out to you anyway, big dog. We appreciate you as always. Let me see what we got up in here. This fool shizzle somebody. He's a flag football player, his former life. Man, you got to get a life first, all right, man? We appreciate you, big dog. This fool here, man. Be tripping, man. Merc, what's good with you, big dog? He said new pack. New Pac and Biggie. Huh? Oh, I was about to say Tupac. Yeah, now I'm losing my seasoning over here, Merc. All right,
I like the way he spelt my name too. It's like rock vodka right there.
Look, now I'm new Pac. I'm feeling like new Pac up in here, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Merc. We appreciate you. And D-Walk is in the building, man. All right, so we appreciate y'all as always, man. I got to keep saying it because we always love and appreciate y'all coming through. What else we got up in here, though, Rock, man? Let us know about them Vegas odds. Let us know about them parlays and help me win some damn money, brother, because I'm in the red. I try to rhyme that, but I can't because I'm just looking bad.
I had such a crazy beginning of our show. I was trying to remember Jennifer Lopez's name, trying to cram every Super Bowl into my head. So it's okay. We're getting into the flow of it right now. There's like 20 different props right now. So I'm going to just try to find the most interesting
go to the
ones
that you know. I say this instead of going through all of them.
They're all players though. They're no fun ones.
Okay, so that's what I was about to say. Give me a sneaky one that you maybe think would hit, but one that if you hit, you're gonna win some good money. You know what I'm saying? Give me that, and then also give me because I think it's gonna be a low scoring, low offense game, bro. So give me.
How about an opening kickoff to be returned for a touchdown if Rashid Shaheed gets it? I mean, we have two of the best special teams playing in the Super Bowl. No, okay,
can't do it.
All right. Both Sam Darnold and Drake May each complete 25 plus passes. That's probably not going to happen with a defensive game. Well,
I say this. My boy E told me, he said, bet that the defense scores a touchdown. Somebody defense scores a touchdown. He said that's a solid bet. That's one you should be looking into. But you know, the Super Bowl, they got the Gatorade color. I'm gonna ask you, Rob, what's the Gatorade color? What are we going with?
I don't have that on here yet. So
they got it on DraftKings.
Yeah, all right, let me pull that one up because this one
go to DraftKings because they got a Gatorade color. They got what song Bad Bunny gonna play. That's what we're gonna do.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Okay, go to DraftKings. DraftKings. This is what we're gonna do. We ain't gonna do the player ones. Let's do
novelty props. There we go.
Yeah, let's do the minuscule ones, the ones that without the players. Give me what Gatorade colors.
All right,
and then go through the Bad Bunny songs. Let's see if we can hook it up, man. Hold on, before you do though, shout out my boy Dunstan is in the building. We appreciate you, and my boy Jake, man. What's good with you? We will bring up a Super Bowl prediction right after we get to these bets, man. But let's talk about this Gatorade and this Bad Bunny track list, man. What we got, Rob?
All right, opening coin toss, heads or tails? Tails never fails.
Always heads, baby. Always heads. You feel me?
All right. Color Gatorade. We got blue. We got yellow, lime, or green. We got red, pink. We got orange. We got purple, and we got clear, as in water. So, which one are you going?
I'm going orange because nobody on this team has orange in their colors. So I'm going orange. I think they're going to try to shake it up a little bit.
That's the second best odds, actually. It's at plus 250. So blue is at plus 200. All right. Jersey number, first touchdown scorer. Over 10.5 or under 10.5. That's kind of interesting.
I never thought of no bet like that. That's crazy. They got
it on.
Man, I'm going to say over.
Okay. That's at plus 120. So total players to have a pass attempt. Over 2.5 or under 2.5?
Under 2.5, man. We're going with two quarterbacks. That's it. Ain't no trick plays.
No trick plays. Wow.
Nope. We going over under.
I'll bet the over at 2.5 because I still remember to this day Julian Edelman throwing a touchdown pass on my Baltimore Ravens in a key matchup. So I think McDaniels is holding that in his back pocket.
Could be.
All right. Total interceptions throw in the red zone. So a repeat of what we had with the Seahawks and the Patriots, their last Super Bowl. Any interceptions thrown in the red zone?
No.
Okay. That is at minus 500. So that's the favorite. What the hell is this? Will there be an octopus? Is it the one that always bets on the games or predicts them right? What the hell is that? Will there be?
I forgot what the term octopus is. I remember it though.
There's an octopus that predicts the games.
Merck said Sam Darnold was too orange already. That's a golden comment right there. I like that one. I don't know, Rob. You might gotta skip that one, man. What else?
Okay. An octopus is when a player scores a touchdown, then scores the subsequent 2-point conversion.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I thought I knew that term.
I guess that is 8 points right there.
No.
That sense. Okay. That's minus 425. Will there be a flea flicker? Yes.
No.
Oh my! You're just gonna be one of us is gonna be very rich, Fizz, and the other one's gonna be very poor.
A cut and dry game, man. I think because listen, this Seattle defense is so good. The Patriots won't have time to be drawing up trick plays. We need to hurry up, score, and win this game. We ain't got time to be. If McDaniels go out there playing around, calling up McDonald's plays, he gonna be working at McDonald's next season. I promise you that. All right, they better go out there and lay it down the way they're supposed to.
I'm trying to find any halftime stuff, and I don't see anything. I think all they have right now is just the game stuff. Missing it. There's like 50 tabs. So
you ain't see the Bad Bunny track list? I know you know the tracks, man. You don't see it?
Where's it at on here?
Right. Where you at, man? I mean, let me show you, man.
DraftKings at Casino Queen. That sounds like
you had the juice, baby. You ain't got it, man. I'm hook you up. All right?
I do have the juice. No. That's fine.
Your orange juice is pretty yellow right now, big brother. All right.
I like how Jake said I was looking tan. I appreciate that. I did go outside to pick up the mail, so I did see some sun for about 30 seconds. So that's all I've seen. Have not been able to walk outside. Still get my steps in after dinner, Fizz, or else my glucose just spikes up. I'm sure everyone wanted to hear about that.
Man, they might have took it down, Rock, because I saw it on here.
See, you doubted me. You thought I was just too incompetent to be able to find it out.
I literally saw it on here the other day, and I said, "No, I'm gonna wait," because I was gonna put it better in. Damn.
Well, why don't we just keep moving on? That was a little fun exercise.
Yeah,
Fizz,
it was.
I got a very important question. I was going to save this to end the show on, but I want to get into it right now. Mm-hmm. What is your lineup as far as a Super Bowl food spread? What are you cooking this weekend for you and your family? And what do you like the best?
Bro, I might work overtime on the Super Bowl.
Oh so my God. Come on.
I might be on the phone watching it. So what am I ordering on DoorDash? Is that your question?
Yeah, I guess. And what are the people like too? I want to hear what their spread is as well.
Finger food, baby. Finger foods. Chicken wings. It depends though, because I say this, right? I haven't necessarily hosted a Super Bowl. I think I did the Philly and Chiefs game, and we just drank liquor. I don't think we've had no food. Like, I ain't really a big Super Bowl. I need to spread.
You're on that liquid diet, huh?
I just say chicken wings. That's like key. That's key ingredient. Got to be the number one thing on the list. Whatever you want to add to it, cool. But chicken wings for sure.
Yeah, I 100% agree. That is my 101 of Super Bowl food. So me and the wife are going to do our slow roasted wings. You cook them at 275 for 4 hours, Fizz. You flip them every hour. You get the best, crispiest wings you'll ever have in your entire life. I see you smiling right there too. See, it's been a minute since I talked about food.
You walk over here tripping, man.
I smoked dinosaur eggs. That's probably the name of a food. I want to see that one. But I'm also going to cook ribs. I never cook ribs, and it's been a minute since I've had ribs, Fizz. So I'm going to cook ribs and wings. Doesn't that sound good?
All right. Well, I don't eat no pork, big dog, but that sounds good though. If you even and give me a mac rib, how about that?
Oh, okay. There's about 50 things that I saw that said dinosaur eggs. It looks like slime.
Merck said he need that recipe. Right. I'm gonna ask you that because I really want to figure this out because I don't know much about Bad Bunny, man. You give me the song that you think he gonna perform at the Super Bowl. To open up with halftime.
Let me pull up my. This might crash everything. I'm pulling up my Pandora Bad Bunny songs right now.
Because I wish I had the list. I'm trying not to like give you a random song. I want you to kind of go through the list, but I can't find it, man. Super Bowl show. Okay, it says FanDuel has it. All right, cool. I got it. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, maybe I don't have it. Bad Bunny's first song betting odds -125. TT Me Pregunto. You know that? TT Me Pregunto. What do you think about that one, Rock?
No, I don't think that's gonna be his first song.
Plus 380 is Bele in Rock. Hold on, man. I don't know these songs, bro. I'm saying crazy about it. Saying Bailey Inevitable. Yeah.
Well, my favorite one by him.
Okay, give me your top 3, and then I'll tell you what it's looking like. That's what we're gonna do. He even got a song called Booker T. All right, cool.
No, I think his first one would be the best one for him to start off with. Is Naval Yol. So Naval Yol.
Okay, so that one is number 6 at plus 650.
All right, bet on that one. Mi Porta Bonito.
Where we at? That is number 9 at plus 1100.
Tayeda.
Say that one more time.
Tayeda. Oh my God! All my coworkers from Mexico that are watching right now, they're like, "Okay, what? Okay, what did you say?"
I don't even see that on the list. Rock, say that again. I'm trying to make sure I get it right.
It's probably what is it called?
Yeah. So far, you might have the cheat code, but all I can tell you is who was left off Bad and Bougie. That's probably all I know, brother. I don't know.
How about DTMF?
DTMF is right before Mi Porto Benito. That is at plus 750, baby. Plus 750. All right?
All I'm waiting on is when Cardi B comes out and they do I Like It, because that's the best one.
Let me see. I don't need. Oh, that's at plus 1600. I doubt they open up with that, but
that's not gonna open though. Yeah, that's gonna be right in the middle of the show. So
yeah. So I say this: the last song is if you want to go big for your money, Where She Goes is plus 3,300.
Yeah.
And Mia plus 3,300.
What about Dakiti? Is Dakiti in there?
Yeah, that's at plus 2,700.
That's a banger too.
I might gotta go back, man. Hey, Rock, leave us in the comments, man. The Bad Bunny songs to put money on, because there's a lot of these plus 3,000s, plus So hey, that might be the bet, man. That might be the bet. That's for sure. For sure, we're gonna have them seafood boils will be going down, Rock. I forgot about that one. Good call. Seafood boils and plenty of mumbo sauce going around for them wings and them fries, baby. D-Walk said he got smoked dino, smoked dino egg, shredded cheese. My boy over here really on it. All right, D-Walk, man. Listen, I gotta look these up myself, Rock, because I don't know. I seen stork eggs on the cooking channel. I ain't seen no dino eggs though, brother.
So yeah, these ones you gotta make from scratch, Fizz, because they don't have. These are like really fancy stuffed jalapenos that you have to smoke. That's what it is.
I was really thinking about dinosaurs. My bad, D. Well, I thought you found a Jurassic Park store and you found a cheat code, brother. My bad. Yeah. My bad, D. Well, we gonna hook that up, man. You send me some. In the mail, man. Hopefully it make it here, man. But Rock, man, I'm glad we did that, brother. I like that, man. Hopefully it gives the people some money, because that's what it's all about. Let us know if y'all win some bets, and hopefully we get a little bit of time to talk about the Super Bowl towards the end. We will break down how we thought or how we think these teams are going to win. But Rob, I want to give out some awards, baby. I want to get it started. Yeah. I want to jump into the show, see what's good with it, man. And hold on, let me get us where we need to be, big dog. All right, boom. All right, cool. So, where I got my sheet at, Rob? Because I wrote my stuff down this morning. You gave me this. Did I come up with this list, or you came up with the list? I can't remember.
We came up with this list together. Fizz, I want you to be the host of the show. This is the inaugural Vibe Awards show. So let's get it kicked off. This is the first one of many that we're gonna have.
All right, that sounds good, my brother. Well, without further ado, man, welcome to the 2025 Vibes Awards. We're going to talk about the fantasy teams. We're going to talk about, well, fantasy players. We're going to talk about the in-season NFL players. And let's give some awards out, man, because, different categories, we will have different players. Some categories are going to have the same. But we want to see how you looked at your lineups, how you looked at your season, and maybe you thought it was over with, and it wasn't. Or maybe by week 3, you say, yeah, it's over with, baby. And it really was. So, Rock, man, without further ado, Fantasy Football Awards. We're going to start off with the waiver savers, big dog. Waiver savers. Who did you pick up in your waiver wires that pretty much saved your season or just gave you a consistent 3, 4, 5 weeks where you got to breathe a little bit? Who was your guys? I don't have a set number, but you just give your runner-ups and give me a list of a couple of guys you got, bro.
My honorable mentions go to, if you remember, all off season, I was talking about pick up AJ Barner.
Okay.
Is out there in waivers, or all you had to do is maybe give him some fab in some of your deeper dynasty leagues. He ended up being one of the top, I think he was like a top 15 or 16 tight end Fizz. So to be able to get that with plenty of top 12 production weeks, including a couple ones where I think he was like a top 2 tight end Fizz.
Mm-hmm.
Huge game with Sam Darnold. He was one of my runners-up. Rondé Gadsden was a 5th round pick and went undrafted in plenty of leagues. And there was talks after he was breaking Mike Ditka's, freaking records from back in the 60s and 70s that he was going to be a new top 5 tight end. You could have gotten him for free. But my number one waiver savior for the 2025 season has to be Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell, no one was talking about at all during the offseason. They were talking about Caleb Johnson. They were talking about maybe this is the year finally Jaylen Warren ends up taking the whole backfield to himself. Aaron Rodgers really liked Kenny Gainwell. Whatever Aaron Rodgers wants, he gets. And in PPR formats, he actually outperformed all the other Steelers RBs. And there were plenty of games where he had 2 touchdowns, Fizz, and just completely took over the game by himself. So Kenneth Gainwell gets my award for the waiver savior.
Well, that was my number one, brother. So we on the same page with Kenneth Gainwell. I do have 2 other runner-ups. So I'm glad we didn't have all the same. Gaston was on my list, but I took them off. I'm going to go with my number 2, Parker Washington. A lot of guys didn't have him. They picked him up. They found him, maybe traded for him. And a lot of these are from leagues where the benches are so deep, right? Because a lot of people, you got 40 bench slots. You probably had these guys. But we talking about guys in your regular leagues where, the benches aren't so stacked and you maybe got them. And I'm going to look at some of these guys as, even if they were on your bench, they were so far down that they still count as a waiver savior in a sense, because you wouldn't have really thought they were going to make it. And my next player after Parker Washington, I'm going Jacoby Brissett, man. That boy Jacoby Brissett came in and got the cooking. Like if you had Kyler Murray and just so happened to have Brissett, you didn't miss a beat. Like Brissett came in, bro, and had like multiple top 10 weeks every single time he came in that game. And he got everybody around him better. So Jacoby Brissett, Parker Washington, but number one is definitely Kenneth Gainwell to me. He was the guy, man, that he probably saved people in the playoffs, championships, anything you want to name.
Jacoby was the first guy that I actually thought of. And I went and looked him up. He finished as like the QB 16 Fizz without even playing a full season.
Yeah.
How good he was. So
top 10 in multiple weeks, bro. So Jacoby Brissett, man, I got to go with that. But we're going to go with Kenneth Gainwell. He is the ultimate winner of this award. We're going to lock him in, man. We're going to lock him in. So diamond in the rough, trade, though. The player who went to the moon after a trade. And I'll start this one off, Rob, because I think we're both on the same page. So I only have one because I'm going from a personal trade. And it was... Oh,
I did mine, too. It was all personal trades. Okay. So I'm glad that you did that.
So I'll go with my... Oh, well, we doing that. I'm going to give my one because my other one kind of correlate with other categories. It ain't but one that I really want to kick myself in the ass for, and it was Trevor Lawrence, bro. Trevor Lawrence, I traded him away, and then this dude just took off, man. He went off to the moon.
You went the other way.
Yeah, I went the other way. I went for a trade that I gave away a player, and I realized in the conference finals championship, I lost the EV because I didn't have Trevor Lawrence. If I would have had Trevor Lawrence, I would have beat him. And I didn't make the Super Bowl or championship in that league. So I'm going the opposite way of the player I traded away and went to the moon. It was Trevor Lawrence, man. Now I got Devonta Smith at the time. It was a solid trade. But seeing what Trevor did, man, once he left my team, maybe I was the one holding him back. I don't know. But Trevor Lawrence is my number one. I only want to bring nobody else up, man. Trevor Lawrence.
Fizz is being negative for this one. I'm going to do positive. Fizz. And I think it was like the beginning in November. I traded a second and a third for Stafford and a fourth. That was by far the best trade that I executed. During the season, it led me to a championship against Nick Ercolano in the BDGE League. I didn't even actually end up playing him. The very last week, I actually benched him for Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts. And Brock Purdy was the one that won me that championship. He won off. So, Stafford, he's probably going to win the MVP. It's going to be either him or Drake May. I think a lot of people are putting their money on Stafford. And, ever since he came out of that tube, he's been completely rejuvenated. He's had one of the best seasons he's had the best season of his entire career. So, Matthew Stafford is my diamond in the rough for this year.
There we go. All right. Well, I mean, I had a lot of off-season trades. I didn't want to bring them up. But if I had to bring up one, I would say runner-up would be I traded Terrence Ferguson and it's 26 second for Kyle Pitts. And you saw how that turned out.
Oh, my. That's a really good one. Dang.
Yeah. But that was an off-season move right before the season started. So, if I had to give one positive, I would roll with that one. See, D-Walk said he sent Big Corey to 112 for A.J. Brown. And
A.J. Brown finishes a top 12 wide receiver. People don't want to give him his kudos.
Out of nowhere, right? Because he wasn't there. He wasn't nowhere near the top 12 for a long time. Let's see where we at next, bro. Next category, trade. The Trojan horse trade, the best offload. Pretty much now I talk about, what I gave away and how I got back. I'll just say my biggest move that I made personally, I traded Marvin Harrison. This as soon as Malik Neighbors got hurt. Literally, like that next day or the day after. Marvin Harrison, Cooper Kupp, Kendre Miller for Malik Neighbors and Chuba Hubbard.
Wow.
And giving away Marvin Harrison, he did absolutely nothing. Cooper Kupp did nothing. Kendre Miller did nothing. So we both gave away nothings, but coming into 2026, I feel a lot better having Malik Neighbors and Chuba Hubbard than I do having Marvin Harrison and Kendre Miller. So
I think I remember you talking to me about that trade. I remember you getting hung up on Chuba Hubbard, and that didn't even end up mattering.
None of it mattered. Nothing in the trade.
Because Rico Dowdle ended up taking over. But, hey, we might be right back to where you just were, though, with Malik Neighbors and Chuba Hubbard very well may be the number one RB again in Carolina if Rico takes off and gets signed somewhere else. My Trojan horse trade, I sent away Hawk in a second for Fannin and a fourth Fizz. So Hawk did not end up doing anything this season. He's one of the top 5 paid tight ends. He hasn't done anything at all. I think he's had one great year after he left Detroit, his first year in Minnesota. Everyone was talking about J.J. McCarthy's favorite target is his tight end. Man, the best tight end right now, one of the best ones in the league is Fannin. I think he's going to be a top 5 tight end. And Cleveland loves utilizing their tight ends. He told a legend in David Njoku to step aside. He's going to be the number one there. So I absolutely am super stoked for Fannin. We're going to talk about Fannin a little bit later on when we finish out our rookie series. But yeah, that was probably my best offload. It feels so good to get rid of a player that you're just tired of staring at. And then one last one, the runner-up for that one. I traded to Coop, CJ Stroud for the 101. The day, the morning of the draft or the day before our rookie draft. I ended up getting Ashton Genty. So Stroud, we just saw what he did in the playoffs against the Patriots. Had one of the worst meltdowns we've ever seen in the playoffs. So I'm glad to get his ass off my team as well. So
I just say my runner was with Maddie. I traded Mark Andrews in a 26 second for Kyle Pitts in the 26 third. And so with that,
you got really lucky with those Kyle Pitts trades.
Listen, baby, you stick with your guys, man. You don't leave home base. You feel me? You got to believe. When you believe in your players, stick with them, baby. That's all I've got to say. So Next category though, Rock. Deal with the devil, man. What is your worst trade? I'll let you start this one off because I got one that I don't know if it's that bad, but it is bad in a sense.
This one is so bad that both people lost in this trade, Fizz. That's how bad it was. So my deal with the devil was with Seth in our Canton League. I traded away J.J. McCarthy and a second for Travis Hunter and a third. So this is in the midst of J.J. McCarthy having the worst run we've ever seen from like a QB. He was in the Jamarcus Russell, Deshaun Watson category as far as all-time worst games.
Yeah.
So just to get him off my team, I had to throw a second on top of it. Travis Hunter, he had not taken off yet. He was still healthy. And he ended up tearing his ACL only a couple of weeks after I traded away. So everyone lost in this trade. Travis Hunter may play corner. Who knows? But J.J. McCarthy may never play QB again as a starter. So we all lost in this trade. But I appreciate Seth being able to take it on. So that was my deal with the devil.
Well, I had one, Rock, that it's a little questionable if it's really a bad trade. But I'll just say the reason why it turned out being maybe bad is because one of the players I traded for ended up getting hurt right away. And then the other player ended up being the receiver one. So I ended up trading. Now, this is right in August. So right before the season kicked off, JSN, Emeka Mbuka. Wow, right? JSN, Emeka Mbuka, and a 28 second for Jalen Hurts. No, I'm sorry. JSN, Emeka Mbuka, and Michael Penix for Jalen Hurts and Amari and Hampton. Now, this is in August. This is before JSN took off, before Mbuka took off. My quarterback room.
It's not that bad, actually. It's not that bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that bad. It only looked kind of because JSN took off, right? If I would have made that trade in week 9, I wouldn't have had to give up. I would have been JSN for, like JSN. I would have maybe kept Mbuka, but it's not a bad trade. I'm just saying.
How are you feeling about that trade today?
Well, the reason why I say that, Rock, is because looking at my quarterback room, I had Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, Justin Fields. So I needed Jalen Hurts. I needed a guaranteed QB, right? So I looked at it as JSN for Jalen Hurts. That's how I looked at it. Emeka Mbuka and Penix for Hampton is kind of how I looked at it too, because before, remember, Mbuka was going to pick 109. I got him with the 201 in this draft. So,
oh my God.
So that's how I looked at the trade. It was, Penix and Mbuka for Hampton, JSN for Hurts. That's kind of how I looked at it. Coming into the 2026 season, I'm not mad at it all. As long as Hampton is healthy, I'm still okay. But just giving away JSN before he got that's why I have to deal with the devil, because I gave away JSN before he got that take-off moment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was like the top 2 asset for all fantasy with him and Josh Allen.
Exactly.
And Emeka Mbuka ends up having the best first half of any rookie season.
Exactly. So that's why it feels
and Amari and Hampton got hurt.
Exactly. Because he got hurt as soon as we made it, it was like I got 3 good weeks of it and it was boom. So it's not a bad trade, but it was the devil trade because I gave away the best asset in the entire NFL before I got a chance to reap.
Hampton kind of played like ass. Then he had one good game and then he got hurt.
Exactly. So, like I said, not a bad trade coming into 2026, but knowing I didn't get to celebrate any of JSN's best career season is kind of crazy. So it was a runner-up type of trade, but we're going to move on. Next category, big dog. Next category, cardiac arrest award. We're going to see, I said arrest. The cardiac award.
No, it's the cardiac arrest award.
100%. The heartbreaker, heart attack, whatever you want to call it, baby. Most stressful player, boom or bust. I say this. Let's go name for name. I don't know how many you have. I'm sure we have curious.
Just one.
Okay, go ahead. You give me your one because I got 3.
Mine is Jameson Williams, Detroit Lions. He was a top 20 wide receiver, Fizz, 9 times. But Fizz, when he was in the top 9, he was really far down. He was outside the top 55 5 times. So 2/3 of the season, he was amazing. 1/3 of the season, usually when you really needed it the most, of course, is when he let you down the most. So Jameson Williams, he is the definition of a boom or bust player. So,
well, I say this, Rock, you didn't touch nobody on my list because I have 3, and these are personal These are guys that we all kind of thought like, hey, Justin Jefferson is the biggest boomer bust of 2026.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any Justin Jefferson. So
yeah, he is. Justin Jefferson broke hearts, man. He was a heart attack king. Like, you want to talk about starting a player that you know should average 25 a week, and he gave you maybe 5. Bro, I'm talking about Fred Sanford's heart attack. Like, I'm going crazy up in here. My runner-ups, though, Roma Dunze started off hot, and after that, it was like, man, what in the world am I doing with this guy in my lineup, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, it's kind of a shoe-in, but I had to throw him in because we praised this guy all offseason, J.J. McCarthy, man. J.J. McCarthy pissed me the hell off. He had me stressed out, and he's the reason why Justin Jefferson is on this list. So those are my guys, but I'm giving the award to Justin Jefferson because you didn't see this coming whatsoever by any means. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But yeah, that's the cardiac arrest award, baby. You know, a lot of heart attacks happen, man, and we survived them, but maybe some didn't. Next category, though, Rock, Left for Dead award, the player who basically resurrected their career, man. Came out of, everybody slept on them, and the gods, the angels, the sun kissed them, baby, in 2025. Give me your guys, or you want me to start off? How you want to do it?
Why don't you give me yours first? And guys in the chat, if you have any players that are for these categories, we want to hear we want to hear your guys as well. So why don't you go ahead, Fizz?
Well, I have 4, but
I got 3, so maybe you got probably all the same ones.
Well, number 1 is Kyle Pitts, baby, because a lot of people didn't want him. They pretty much said you're crazy for taking him. And he finished tight end 2 in all categories: touchdowns, receiving yards, catches, and in fantasy. Kyle Pitts is definitely number 1. I'm going Matt Stafford number 2, just for the reasons of you making that trade. You was able to get him because nobody thought Matt Stafford still had the juice. The back was messed up. And my number 2 and 3 and 4, it's kind of like the same in a sense, but they kind of runner-ups. Javonte Williams, nobody wanted, and he pretty much resurrected his career by all means. And this was a sneaky horse one right here, right? This is actually your guy. You made me think of him. Alec Pierce, baby. Alec Pierce showed up and showed off. He took off this year with probably some shaky quarterback play at times. He didn't even know who his quarterback was going to be. And now he walking into a bag this offseason. Somebody going to pay that money for Alec Pierce. So Alec Pierce, Javonte Williams, Matt Stafford, and Kyle Pitts are my 4 for this category, brother.
The players that I thought of, Fizz, that were left for dead. The first one I thought of as my honorable mention, Javonte Williams. He finished as the RB12, Fizz. He was a guy that had an amazing rookie season. Everyone gave up their arm and a leg. We're trading 3 firsts. He was the RB1 in Dynasty, and then injuries and underutilization just killed his career. So I'm glad that he had a fresh start in Dallas. I hope he goes back. Travis Etienne went from being a top 3 RB to being one of the worst RBs last year. No one can tell me exactly what went wrong. Then Liam Cohen comes to town, and he finishes as the RB10, was the cornerstone of this offense. But the one that I have as my number 1 is Sam Darnold. He finished as the QB13, Fizz. Everyone was making fun of me for drafting him and Geno Smith at the end of my drafts. And look who's laughing now.
I was one of the guys
playing the Super Bowl.
Out, brother. I will admit. But that's because you did it consistently, though. So you stuck with it, though. Him and Geno were your guys, and you can't hit all. But Sam Darnold made up enough of what Geno didn't do. So shout out to you on that one, my brother. Shout out to you. Mr. Consistency, though. That guy that we knew, no matter what, you lock him in, he's going to do what he do. We might pretty much have the same players. When you're looking at the top of these categories or top of these positions, man, it's not hard to know who's the best of the best. I'll give you my short list. Okay. I think we had the same guys. Bijan Robinson was my RB1 coming into the season. He didn't hurt me. I know CMC ended up being one of the biggest blow-up guys of the season, but it wasn't because of lack of talent. We just knew there's injuries is there. We just didn't know how long it would last. But Bijan, Trey McBride, Dak Prescott, and my receiver 1, Puka Nacua, baby. Those are Mr. Consistent. Anytime you start one of them guys, you will have a consistency of double-digit numbers, maybe top 5 performances, without a doubt. So Bijan, Trey, Dak, Puka, baby. That's where I'm at with it.
My runner-up, Fizz, was Stafford. He was top 12 for 10 weeks out of the season, and he was top 20 all but 1 week, Fizz. That was it. And that was when he played against the Baltimore Ravens. So he's my runner-up for Mr. Consistency. But I think easily the most consistent player was CMC this year. He was a player that I very much doubted and had my reservations about him. He practices outside of a power plant. He's never healthy, him and the rest of the 49ers. Fizz, he was top 12 14 times this season, and he was outside the top 20 one time. That was it. And he was 25th that week. So I think he was easily by far the most impactful player, him and Puka Nacua, as far as the skill positions go. He was Mr. Consistent for me this year.
100%, bro. Well, we're going to get into the playoffs then. Since you naming all these top players, man, let me know who your playoff heroes were, whether it's the playoff you won or just guys that you looked at and said, damn, those are the ones right there. Give me a list. I got about 5, but I only threw in 5 because there was so many guys that showed up and showed out, and I didn't want to miss any other guys. So give me your guys are the playoff heroes, and I'll give you mine, brother.
Fizz, I only had 1. And he helped me win 2 championships this year. He was on my team in one of them, and then I traded for him right when he went off in week 11. This is a guy in the final 8 weeks of the season, 11 through 18. Fizz, he was top 12 5 times, and he was the wide receiver 1 overall 2 times. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's a third-year player. He plays out in a team that no one really cares about.
He's receiver 1?
He was wide receiver 1 twice during the last 8 weeks of the season.
Damn, I know, because I know Puka had that 50-point game. You got me sitting here thinking, damn, and I just looked at my list earlier. Now you got me over here. Give me a division.
He plays for the NFC West.
NFC West.
He wears red.
Okay, now you're trying to... Michael Wilson. I'm sorry.
Michael Wilson is my playoff hero. Yeah. So he came out of nowhere. You could have gotten him for like a third or maybe even less during the offseason. So third-year breakout. Took over Marvin Harrison Jr.'s job. That's all I'm allowed to do it. So
that's a hell of a call, big dog. I like that call, to be keeping 100 with you. Well, I have guys that are pretty much well known. But the reason why I brought them up is because these guys were playoff heroes, right? One of these guys is one that he's your man. A lot of people didn't want to give him his flowers. That boy Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy showed up and showed out in a big way. Big way in the playoffs, man. I mean, when you look at the names of playoff contending quarterbacks, I'm not saying you wouldn't start Purdy, but other than the Seattle game, that week 17, where he did absolutely nothing, the first 2 weeks, man, he went off on a tear. I think he had 5 touchdowns, 1 Sunday night game. He was definitely one of those guys when it came to the playoffs. One of your guys, Rock, I wanted to bring up because he's not on any other list. Derrick Henry. Once the Baltimore Ravens realized we know how to run the ball now, Derrick Henry, man, almost, if not, won people championships. I remember when we had these fusses in these leagues, and a lot of these guys, I'm like, bro, Derrick Henry has 50 points in your starting lineup right now. Like, Derrick Henry went crazy, man, in the playoffs for some people. And you definitely won those matchups. I'll also throw in my guy, Kyle Pitts. He had his biggest blow-up game against Tampa Bay. I want to say that was a playoff game. And Rob, I'm not sure if you remember this, but of course, I'm a guy that likes to build my teams pretty much the same. When you looked at Kyle Pitts and Puka Nacua, both of those guys had those matchups or those blow-up games in the same week. So
Puka and also Derrick Henry went off the same week too. So
Kyle Pitts week 15, and I'm looking at my scoring for my tight end Premier League. He had 56, and Puka Nacua that same week 15, had 30. Oh, he had 51 the following week. So imagine. Like, if you had Puka and Pitts on your team, and I'm sure, like you said, Derrick Henry, you had like 100-something points in 2 days or 1 day. Like, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
just from 2 guys,
So I just threw these names in there because these were big performances. Not that we didn't doubt that they would do it, but Kyle Pitts, Puka Nacua, Brock Purdy, Derrick Henry. But the last guy, Rock, I want to bring up, we talked about him earlier, Kenneth Gainwell, baby. Kenneth Gainwell showed up. Jaylen Warren had a good game too. But Kenneth Gainwell was Mr. Consistency when it came out there for them playoff games. And a lot of that was Aaron Rodgers just throwing the ball to him, chucking it down, and he creating plays. So I know I had a longer list, but these are definitely guys I had in a lot of best ball leagues that took me to a couple of championships, man. So I had to bring them up, man.
Yeah, and those are, all those guys that you just mentioned are amongst my favorite players. They're on a lot of my teams. So absolutely love that list. Need to get me some Kyle Pitts. Probably the rent is too damn high now. It is too late for me.
Brother. Not in my leagues. Not in my leagues. I get it. Rock, I bought them when nobody wanted them. That's what I keep saying, man. You got to love your people, baby. Shout out Terminal, man. We appreciate you, big dog. What's good with you? And Rock, man, as we go on with the show, I got to tell you, bro, I told you I got this standing table. I've been standing. I don't know if y'all can see no chair behind me. Hey, I'm feeling good. Now, I like this standing up vertical. You feel me? This sitting down ain't really the thing no more, man. I'm trying to get active out here. So
all we need is a fire and some smokes, and then we got the whole thing going, man.
There we go. There we go. So this stand in the room only. That's what I'm on right now, baby. No seats reserved. It's standing room only around here. So that's how I'm doing my content from now on until otherwise. All right. Where we at though, Rock? Heartbreak Award. The biggest injury, the one that you thought this my year, I got the team, and then you found out you didn't have the team real fast, baby. This is the long list, but I don't want to bring up all the guys,
I only got two.
Injured. Yeah, I don't want to bring up all the guys that got injured, but I'm going to say the most impactful ones that I saw across league. So I'm going to let you go through your list first, Rob. Matter of fact, let's go name for name on this one. You just tell your name, I say my name, and we do it like that.
They're both Giants for me, so you can guess who they are.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Scatterbo was on your list, so I didn't put him on mine. So that was your guy the whole way through. So Neighbors and Scatterbo. Okay, cool.
Yeah, those are my two guys that were the most heartbreaking. Adam was really hyping up Malik Neighbors as the incoming wide receiver 1 in Dynasty. And Scatterbo was a guy that I was really hyping as one of the best RBs in this class. Very versatile, very unique and tough. And when he was healthy, Fizz, he completely took over that RB role. And he was the best rookie RB this year when playing healthy. So unfortunately, the Giants got really hit hard this year in fantasy injuries. So those are my two heartbreaking ones.
Man, you only got two. Well, I'm surprised you ain't got your boy Travis Hunter up there. I knew he was gonna be on your list, but maybe you ain't want to talk about him.
He's gonna be later on.
Okay. All right, cool. So I'll just say me trading, making that deal with the devil, Omarion Hampton, when he got hurt as soon as I got him, Rock. This happened to me multiple times, though, Rock. When I traded for Chuba in that same trade with Marvin Hurst, Chuba got hurt right after that. Right. Every time I was the devil last year, man. If you were on my team, I know a lot of people suffer injuries, but I'm telling you, Rock, I had Brian Branch on my team. He suffered an Achilles injury on my IDP league.
I was about to say the defensive player.
Any player that you could think of. I was picking up players. Who was the Bears linebacker that got hurt in the playoff game or right before the playoffs, Rock? Edwards.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm not as good with.
Okay. I picked him up week 17 to go in the offseason with. The man gets hurt, tears his Achilles in the playoffs. I said, damn, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to do it. I just picked him up, Rock. I am the devil, man, of the trade free agency list, man.
You're cursed.
Rock, I'm telling you, this was the terrible year of injuries for me back to back, baby. But I would just bring up a couple of these guys. CeeDee Lamb got hurt on me, man. That kind of messed me up, man. I was, at one point, Rock, I had CeeDee and Puka hurt on multiple teams. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna get this one through. Sam Laporta was doing very well. He started off hot, man, and he got hurt. But I think the number one injury, man, for a lot of people, Rock, was Tucker Kraft. When Tucker Kraft went down, it took down a whole lot of hope for that tight end position. And we don't have many of those teams that we could brag and say, I got a top tight end. And if you had Tucker Kraft and you looked at the outcome, we had just did the tight end series. And Tucker Kraft was one of them names, and poof, he gets hurt. So I think Tucker Kraft for me, man, is right beside Malik Neighbors is one of the biggest impactful, heartbreaking injuries of the season.
Yep, Tucker Kraft. He was, one of the first names that I thought of as well. But yeah, when they make a pancake commercial out of you, it's just like you can't really top Malik Neighbors. So.
Yeah, that's for sure. So draft bust. We're gonna talk about the NFL draft, or maybe the rookie draft, or maybe the fantasy draft. Give me your draft bust, man. Who was your guy, and why is he your guy?
I'll do both, Fizz. I'll do both the rookie and veteran startup draft. They're both Jaguars, so you can guess who they are.
Damn.
Who was one of the wide receivers that I was the highest on? They both play wide receiver, Fizz.
Damn. Well, you're right. There, BTJ and Travis Hunter, bro. to think that they had to trade for a receiver, knowing they got Travis Hunter and BTJ. How do you have to trade for Jacoby Myers? That makes zero sense. That lets you know right there what this team thought about those receivers and what they had going on.
Fizz, I mean, like, BTJ had one of the best rookie seasons last year. He was right there alongside Malik Neighbors. He was a red zone, just absolute like monster. Him and Mac Jones were cooking. And so, yeah, I had him as a first round pick in a lot of my redraft underdog leagues.
Yeah.
I was picking him 8th overall, 9th overall. It was like him. I was taking him over Nico Collins, even Justin Jefferson. Well, I'm glad I did that. But then Amon-Ra St. Brown, I should have picked ahead of him. I wasn't doing that, Fizz. So BTJ really let me down really, really hard. And Travis Hunter, there was no other person I want to bat more for as a generational talent and as the clear wide receiver one in this class, probably the clear wide receiver one of the last few classes. And they just didn't know how to train a unicorn, Fizz. They didn't know how to use them. They didn't know how to deploy them right. His brain was exploding from learning two different playbooks at the same time. His hair came off from trying to learn all of that shit. So, yeah, it wasn't a good look for the Jaguars wide receivers. So Jacoby Myers and Brenton Strange and Parker Washington were your elite threats through the air. So.
Well, I didn't think to go veteran, so I'll leave that out, but that was a good call. I like that one. I'll just say the 2 draft busts that I have, I didn't have any parts of them. I have them in 0 leagues. Didn't want no parts of them. Number 1, Matthew Golden. I think I was one of the biggest, I don't want no parts of them guys of the whole offseason. I didn't want nothing to do with him. Not the talent. No disrespect to the Golden talent. I didn't want him in Dallas because I thought he was a one-trick pony. But I definitely didn't want him on my team once he went to the Packers, who have a bunch of what ifs at the receiver position already.
He got 10 number 2s on their team.
And now he has the nerve to be number 22. So he's double 2. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no parts of Matthew Golden. Thankfully, I had no parts in drafting him. I didn't have to worry about that. But I think Caleb Johnson has to be the number 1.
Oh, my God.
People spent 107, 109, 112. If you spend first round value on Caleb Johnson, and this man might have got 10 plays to his resume this year, maybe. So,
yeah,
it's not looking good at all. And then what makes it worse, Rock? The regime that drafted him is gone. So now,
thank God. No, it's not worse because now he has a chance.
Well, that too. Or if Aaron Rodgers comes back, he definitely don't have a chance.
Oh my God! If he comes back, then it's over.
It's over. So.
He's not coming back. That whole experiment, Tomlin and Rodgers, all of it's gone. All of it's gone. So, Fizz, there was one that you skipped over. I wanted to do really, really quick. The Humble Pie Award.
I skipped over that?
Yeah, you did. That's okay. The audience didn't know that until
I definitely did. You're right. Damn, how did I skip over that, my brother? Humble Pie Award, the player that proved me wrong. And I'm glad you brought it up, Rock, because this is the one that this is probably the one that I have to do the most because
yeah, me too. We're trying to be humble, Fizz.
I'm eating the crumbs at the bottom of the pot of this pie, yeah. Brother. I'm gonna start first because I gotta go ahead and do it, Rock. What the shuck is going on, baby? Tyler Shuck, man.
Yeah,
humble pie. He humbled me, man. I talked a whole lot of smiggity smack about Tyler Shuck, baby. That boy Shuck said, nah, hold up, big dog. You think you know, but you don't know. Shout out Tyler Shuck, man. He held it down. That is my number 1 humble pie player that I threw to the trash and said, listen, you just don't know, big dog. So my runner-ups, though, I think we're going to have this guy on the same as Chase Brown.
Yes.
And I'm going Chris Olave as my next runner-up because I slept on him all season too. With Shuck being his quarterback and all this, I just didn't know. So, but Shuck is definitely my award winner of the humble pie, 100%.
A lot of my awards this season are teammates, Fizz. It seemed like if one person went down, one of his teammates went down with the ship, and one of these guys, had a great season. A lot of times he took his teammates with him. So my humble pie award, my runner-up was Chase Brown. He finished as the RB7, Fizz.
Crazy.
Fizz, weeks 8 through 18, he was a top 13 RB every damn week, including most of those weeks where he was like top 6 or 7. Yeah. So Joe Burrow effect is very, very real. But Fizz, I go back to our player haters ball episode. And who was the guy that I was like, it's way too damn early. He did not have that great of a rookie season. He does not deserve to go ahead of Bo Nix. You guys are way too damn high on him. Drake May, who finished as the QB2. He was a top 12 QB 12 times this season, Fizz, and is runner-up for MVP award and playing in the Super Bowl going up against Sam Darnold. So Drake May is my humble pie award. He was the guy I was most hopeful on being proved wrong, and my hopes were answered, Fizz. I was definitely proved wrong about him. Drake May deserves to be in the conversation with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson as the best assets in fantasy football. So Drake May for me.
For sure. I'm glad you brought that one back up, bro. I think the MVP one, the best value, I think that kind of correlates with what stuff we already brought up.
Mine are two different names.
Okay. All right. Well, I just say this. My ADP MVP for this category, it's going to be names that I think we already talked about, but it's a whole list. I just chop it down to one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say two because I think these are cheat codes, but Michael Wilson probably is the number one, but I will give it number two to Harold Fanning. Harold Fanning, nobody wanted him. He was going in late third round in drafts sometimes. Remember, we had a conversation during the mocks that he had every attribute in the combine, but ended up nobody wanting him in the NFL draft until the Cleveland Browns took him with having Njoku already. And people like, man, Njoku's there. Why the hell did they need Harold Fanning? So a lot of people threw him in the trash. He ended up being who he is right now. So I'm going to say Harold Fanning and Michael Wilson are my two guys for best ADP value.
And Fizz, I appreciate you being unbiased, impartial, and not talking about your Cowboys, but I will talk about your Cowboys because
Javonte Williams is number one on my list. I just didn't want to say the names. Go ahead, though.
My two ADP MVPs, the best value picks, were Javonte Williams, who, like I told before, finishes the RB12, but his new teammate, and George Pickens, he finished as the wide receiver 5, Fizz. He was going in the 40s and 50s in drafts. So to finish as the wide receiver 5, I thought he played far better than his teammate CeeDee Lamb, at least from his production standpoint. CeeDee Lamb still one of the GOATs in the league, but George Pickens, he makes things very, very interesting. He's easily going to stay in Dallas. There's no way that he's going to be able to leave. They're either going to give him a long-term deal, make him one of the highest paid wide receivers, or they're going to put the franchise tag on him, which I believe is about $28 million a year, Fizz. But regardless, he's going to get paid. And I thought he was one of the most fun players to watch this year and have on your team at the same time.
Good call, brother. I try not to go Cowboys, but Javonte was in my top of my list. So we got 2 more categories, though, bro, and then we're going to jump onto the Super Bowl conversation, and we're going to let the people breathe, man. All right? So the My Guy Award, though. Who was your favorite new player? Your new guy, the guy that, I know I got a bunch of guys every year that it's my man, but this year, who is your guy coming into 2026 that has already played, this season? I'll just say, I'll let you go first, but I'll just say for me, it's a rookie because I think I already have my vet players already as my guy. So mine are a list of rookies mostly, but go ahead. I'll let you do your thing.
I got one vet and one rookie.
Okay.
Fizz, who was the RB that plays for a team that no one cares about because all they want to do is be at the beach and get a tan in this city? And the guy that I probably, outside of like Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, I thought had a very good chance for being the number one wide or RB in the league. And it didn't matter that his QB was terrible. It didn't matter that his GM didn't know how to surround his team with supporting assets. It did not matter that they wanted to run his coach out of town. Devon Achane ended up being one of my new favorite players. I think he just shows that regardless of his environment, he's going to show up as one of the best players in the entire NFL. And then the other guy is a guy that I actually have a shirt that we're going to wear later on for the rookie show. It's Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart ended up being one of the guys that I was most excited about. Him and his teammate Cam Scatterbo. outside of Josh Allen, I think he was only behind Josh Allen, maybe Patrick Mahomes, as being the best on a point per game basis QB Fizz. He has that deep ball. He has that rushing ability. Yes, he's in the blue tent often, but Jackson Dart, his swag, his style, the way he plays the game, his positivity, one of my new favorite guys, Fizz. Out in New York, I'm excited for him, Scatterbo, Malik Neighbors, and now Harbaugh in New York this upcoming season.
Well, I'll give you a fair warning, brother. And I don't know if you know this, but they just hired Matt Nagy as their OC this morning. So we'll see how much you love him in 2026 when Uncle Nagy comes through with this playbook that he has. I don't know how good it's going to be, right? I don't know how good it's going to be. That's all I'm going to tell you. I break it.
Hey, at least Matt Nagy's been around one of the greatest of all time and Patrick Mahomes. So that's the one silver lining.
Whatsoever. Pat said, oh, yeah, shut up, coach. Let me go do what I do. All right, baby. Shout out. As you can see, when he was there, Matt Nagy had one of the worst offenses. Pat played the worst he's ever played, bro. So I'm just saying, man. It's the reason why they went back to Eric Bieniemy, baby. All right? Matt Nagy is up out of there. So
that coaching talent dried up really fast, didn't it?
We'll see what happened with Jackson Dart. I'm still going to bet on the rookie being good. But breaking news, Matt Nagy is in New York, man. It ain't looking as promising.
Uncle Nagy,
baby. It ain't looking good. Rock, I'm gonna stick with my humble pie, baby. Tyler Shuck is my guy, man. I'm gonna roll with the Shuck, baby. I know that's the last thing you expect.
He's gonna be one of your new favorite players, Tyler
Shuck, man, because now I say this: if he leaves New Orleans, I'm done with him. But if he quit Kellen Moore, I think people are still going. This is why he's going to be my guy. Because one, I think he's going to continue doing what he's doing. They're going to get better. But I think people still don't believe what just happened, and I think I'm going to be the one that's going to praise this. It's going to keep going. I'm going to end up making some trades for Tyler Shuck when people are like, all right, man, hey, you could take him because he ain't going to do this again. I think he's going to end up being my next underdog story of, you know what? I doubted him. I hated him. Let me rock with him. So Tyler Shuck is my new guy, brother. So I just say this, keep it short. Tyler Shuck and Woody Marks. Woody Marks is one of those guys too. He kept getting hurt so much. He played him behind Chuba. If Woody Marks comes in the next season as the running back one, I believe he can have a Breece Hall-like season. He can go out there and do everything we want him to do. He just need to stay off the damn injury list, and hopefully his offensive line steps up. So Tyler Shuck, Woody Marks, but Rock, I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna throw in the vet since you throwing the vet. I don't know why I'm going with these guys, bro. I'm changing my mind in this world these days. Brock Purdy is my guy, bro. I rock with Brock Purdy, baby. I'm rolling with the Purdy, baby. I gotta give it to Brock Purdy because I watched this man get thrown under the bus, Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. I can't stand him, Mr. Don't do, Mr. Do the job. He sound like boss man D-Lo out here. You feel me? I'm just saying he done turned into Mr. The One. You feel me? And watching what he did, yes, he lost the playoff game, but he ended that season. He was bad at competition, but the man that lost IU, George Kittle. It don't matter who around him, bro. Jawan Jennings is his number one receiver and CMC. But long as Kyle Shanahan there, I know the Mac Jones thing and this. Brock Purdy stepped up every time he was asked to step up. He made it to a Super Bowl. He almost made another Super Bowl. Shout out Brock Purdy, baby. I got to show the Purdy Stir some love, man. All right, so Purdy Stir, my new guy as the vet, man. That's how I'm rocking rock. Two guys that you would have never thought came out of my mouth is Tyler Shuck and Brock Purdy. But I'm rocking with the two guys, baby.
Fizz, there is plenty of room on the Brock Purdy train. So I saved you a seat right next to me. We can both be rooting for him. So absolutely love being able to hear that, Fizz.
There we go. So we're going to end this one with this, brother. 2026 prophecy, man. Who is the 2026 breakout player? Name your one guy. I don't have a list. I even make a list because I want to think of this as we go. So your 2026 breakout player. Who is going to stand out to you? Don't give away your sauce too much because people are going to steal them from you like they did Cam Scatterbo the whole draft.
Okay, you know what? That's what we're here cooking up for. We're cooking up for the people. There's plenty to go around. Fizz, I'm going to give you 2-for-1 plum special. These are teammates.
Okay.
They have a new OC. They were able to make the playoffs. They have one of the best, most talented QBs in the league. Unfortunately, their team went through a lot of injuries on the offensive line. They have arguably one of the most talented offensive lines when healthy, but it all fell apart. But now with Mike McDaniel in Los Angeles, I'm going full steam ahead on the Ladd McConkey and Marion Hampton show for 2026. So those are going to be my two guys.
Yeah. As we're going, as I said, because I didn't make a list, but Ladd came the first player came to my mind, right? So I like that call because Ladd, I think, is one of the ones. I'm going to give you this one because you took my runner-up. I actually have a number one. And this is a guy that's already on his team. He already showed us what he can do. He just has one guy in the way. And the other guy who was drafted before him is the one that we think is the prophecy. We think is the GOAT on the team at the position. I don't think he's going to be that way this year, Rob. We going Luther Burton for a breakout Roma Doomsday season in 2026.
Wow.
Luther Burton is what we thought Roma Doomsday would be in 2026, baby. That's what I'm going with. Luther Burton.
Ben Johnson has a type, and he reminds me a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown. So
we're going Luther Burton, big dog. Whether it's production of how many catches he get, reception, whatever it is, PPR machine, whatever you want to call it, they will find Luther Burton in 2026, and he will be that sneaky upside player that we think. Breakout season, baby. Luther Burton is what I'm going with.
That's a great one, and that concludes our inaugural Vibe Awards show. I don't know if anyone else had any other categories or players, but you can put them in the chat. Terminal is wondering when we're going to start doing mock best ball draft leagues, Fizz. I'm in no hurry. I still want to enjoy the Super Bowl and my Bad Bunny show, my ribs and wings. But just like you've been telling me the last few weeks, that's all people care about. They've already moved on to 2026.
Even this show right now, they like, man, hold on, let's say 2025. Man, I don't even want to watch it because they ain't done with it, bro. Well, let's just end this first. Like 2025 Vibes Awards, man. That was a good segment. We had to do. Those are our players. I'm gonna make sure I clip those right, man, because I think we can come up with some good content out of those.
You got about 15 clips right there, Fizz.
100%. So shout out to the Vibes Awards, baby. Time to get it cracking, though, bro. Let's get back to where we were, see where we at. And, hey, Terminal, we're going to get to those drafts soon, big dog. I want to take a little breather, though. I think what I told you, right, after the Super Bowl, let's take like a week. Maybe we won't do that following Tuesday. I might, or maybe we do like a pre-recorded, something that we drop, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but something that I don't want to go live. I just want to take a day where I'm just like, chat, I miss y'all, but I see you later. You feel me? But shout out my boy Jack in the building. What's good, Big Jackson, man? We appreciate you, big dog. But yeah, we're gonna get to the mock draft soon, Terminal. I got you, player. I got you, man. Don't worry about it. And we don't have to do it consistently, right? We might pop out one day with one and then take a break and then come back to the consistent version too, just to check the temperature. Because some people, they itching, bro. They itching right now. They want to see what we got going on, baby. But
who's your guy that's like, hey, we got a Monday show, a Thursday show? Who is that?
We appreciate you asking, Terminal, because one thing I will say, man, the interaction with y'all and the chat, man, and doing those mocks was probably the best thing of the season for me. So we gonna get back to that soon, big dog. But Brock, what you got on your mind before we get to the Super Bowl and we're gonna get out of here?
Well, let's hit a breather, little 30-second intermission, and then I got one more topic before we preview the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. You missed the topic over here. I missed it during the topics.
It's kind of a secret.
All right, big dog. All right, let's get it cracking, baby. Here go the intermission. Check out the commercial. Make sure you pay your bills and hit that like and subscribe, baby, because that's what we need around here. All right, we'll be right back.
Welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate.
Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, baby. Hit the likes up in here. You feel me? Rock, what you got for us, big dog? Hope
Absolutely.
I wasn't louder than people is, man. But wake your ass up, all right? We up in here, baby.
Absolutely love that. Fizz, there's a couple of topics I wanted to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
There were 3 coaches that got hired since the last time we have been on, including one that I think happened 30 minutes after we went live. Joe Brady is now the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Mm-hmm. Mike LaFleur is the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, and Todd
Offense, baby.
Monken.
Offense. Go ahead.
Yeah, Todd Monken is now going to be the new head coach. Who knows for how long for the Cleveland Browns? So, give me your quick thoughts on those hires. Do you like them? Do you hate them? And then I got one more topic. We can move on.
I say the funniest part about the Todd Monken thing, I don't know if you were on Twitter a lot, but all the conversation wasn't even about him. It was about his outfit when he showed up. He had on
he looked like a divorced dad.
Bro, he had the ultimate dad outfit, like baggy jeans, big suit jacket. It's like, come on. He looked like Tim Duncan back when his NBA photos. Like, come on, Todd, man. A lot of people was like, hey, Rod, now I'm gonna say this now. You my guy. I seen people in the comments like, come on, guys. This is the average Ohio guys wear. Like
100%. 100%. So
say less than I. So that was like the trending topic. Todd Monken.
He already looks miserable, and he's only been there one day. Well, actually, this is a return back, but yeah, he already looks like a Cleveland Browns head coach. So,
well, I say this. I think the biggest news behind it was Jim Shorts and him saying,
yes.
Hey, hold up now. I was going to respect y'all bringing in a head coach that could take my job that has, some type of resume. But you bringing in a guy that don't have better accolades than me. Hold up now. I ain't about to be coaching underneath him. So I think we still hearing this some, disconnect between whether Jim is staying, whether he's leaving.
I don't think he's staying. I think he thought if he has the exact same resume as Todd Monken,
that's what I'm saying.
And he's been cutting his teeth and made their defense the only thing that's watchable in Cleveland, that he should have been considered and been the next head coach. It's just like, I put in my time here. If you're only needing a stopgap coach, then why can't I be the one that does it? I already had the respect of my defense and half this team. So why not make it me as the stopgap guy? So for him to get passed over by a guy that talks shit about the organization when I think it was like 2 head coaches ago, when they were talking about Todd Monken had stolen the offense and then the head coach not even using it and just saying, man, this organization is a clown show. And now he's back running the clown show. So Jim Schwartz, I hope that this is all for the best. They ripped out his heart. That's how Cleveland does their fans. That's how he does their coaches and players. They just trample over them. So hopefully Jim Schwartz goes to San Francisco and it's their new DC. But thought that was hilarious.
No, I don't know if you saw it. Raheem Morris is in San Fran right now. He just got hired.
Well, that's why they call me Rock Fizz. And
I forgot. I'm gonna put Patrick's face on you. You are definitely under a rock, my brother. Now I think Vic Fangio was trying to leave still. He said he might retire.
He's considering retirement. Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to work. I don't know, but regardless, it's a little ugly. I think what happened with Jim. I think he waited too long though. I think Schwartz took too long. I don't think
Schwartz in Washington. What do you think of that?
Well, they just had the DC. They had it was an under guy. It was like it was a defensive back coach from Minnesota, I want to say.
You're right. So
actually, Moms, in case you didn't know, he's a PG County guy. So shout out to the home team. But y'all have a guy from DC or the DMV area already. And I think what Washington did, and shout out to my boy Dan Quinn. I think what Quinn did though, Rock, he went and got 2 not underachieving guys, but like his OC is Jaden Daniels, QB coach, right?
David Blau.
Then you get the DC coming from, Minnesota, but they don't have coordinator resumes. So he kind of kept it with the names under him.
They're gambles, Fizz. They're up and coming guys.
Exactly. But sometimes those are the ones you need. You don't need a guy that has a head coach resume already, because that's when lines get crossed. If you get the guys underneath you that want to prove everything why they're here, those sometimes work out the best. So unfortunately, y'all already have your guy. I'm not saying they won't fire these guys for a guy like Schwartz, but I would hope business isn't done that way. It's the NFL. We'll see.
Cameron Myers, the rumors are true, unfortunately.
Yes, sir.
Uncle has landed Big Apple.
I just told him, brother. Uncle Nagy is there, and we're gonna see if he's a Nagy neighbor or if he's a Nagy dart. We don't know, baby. We're gonna figure it out though.
The Buffalo situation is very, very interesting in that they wanted a fresh new start. And in order to do that, they kept Brandon Beane, and now they're keeping Joe Brady. So to put all the blame on Sean McDermott and to basically promote 2/3 of the operation for why they haven't been able to push into a Super Bowl and utilize the very best of Josh Allen, I find like just completely, I don't know what you want to call it, mishandling the situation. Mm-hmm. It's malpractice, all the different things that you can think of in adjectives to describe how bad of a situation it could have gone. The Buffalo Bills do not inspire really any confidence in me whatsoever.
If Josh Allen ain't on this team, this isn't a team. Let's just keep it that real, Rock. I don't know if they can ever replace him. I don't know if they can. I don't even think at this point a head coach hire changes anything. Josh Allen will have to ride or die and do what he does to win these games or lose them. That's just the end of it. I don't think nothing else matters. I mean, James Cook as well, but I'm just saying you don't have a team. You have a play. This is like an NBA team. This is a LeBron situation. Just give them some guys, but Josh Allen is this team.
They don't know how to draft guys. Brandon Beane is awful. The best player he's drafted on offense is freaking Khalil Shakir. That's it. That's the only thing he's been able to give freaking Josh Allen. It's like him and James Cook. They've had a decent offensive line. 2 of those offensive linemen are up for free agency. So his offensive line could get worse. His situation could get worse. The defense, which is the Achilles heel of this team, they don't have a defensive coordinator, Fizz. That's the biggest thing that this team needs outside of wide receivers. So, like, every Buffalo Bills fan is just terrified. You look at the situation the Baltimore Ravens went from going from Harbaugh to Minter. It's like, we're super excited. Now you go to Buffalo, and it's just like every Buffalo Bills fan that I know of is like, what are we doing? This is it. We're done. So, feel bad for that. And Mike LaFleur, real quick. So if anyone doesn't know about him, he spent 4 years as the pass game coordinator under Shanahan in San Francisco and 3 years under Sean McVay as the OC. He's probably actually one of the most exciting hires. I know a lot of people don't care about Arizona, but when you come from the Shanahan and McVay tree, hey, you have a chance, and it can be exciting. So it's unfortunate, though, he has to be out in the NFC West. So he has to play his 2 former coaches and Mike McDonald, who's in the Super Bowl. So it's going to be rough out there. You're going to be battle-tested. So, but yeah, all the best to Mike LaFleur in Arizona.
Well, I was in some of my Cowboys groups, man. You know, I got to bring up a little bit of my Cowboys. But shout out Jerry, man. Jerry went out there, man. Hey, if somebody made those pictures, Rob. I don't know if you know about the Texas haircuts. Yeah, Cam ain't looking good, big dog. It ain't looking good. Uncle Nagy is there, baby. But I don't know if you know about the Texas haircuts, Rock, but they got like a wavy haircut. And they got like a little bush in the back. You ever seen those haircuts?
Sounds like you're describing my front lawn, Fizz.
Okay, what is that? Go look up Deion Sanders Jr., his son. He got one. It's like a little bush ball in the back with a low haircut. Long story short, somebody came up with like an AI picture of Jerry Jones with a grill in his mouth and that kind of haircut, right? And it was like, shout out Jerry for going into the cabinet and getting some seasoning because his last 3 coach hires were all brothers. So he got the passing coordinator coach from the Green Bay Packers. He went and got the defensive coach, the D-back guy from the Eagles to coach the DC. And then he got a guy, Derek Ainsley, to be the defensive line coach, man. So that boy Jerry went out there, man. He went and he said, listen, man, it's time to get some of this Texas style cooking around here, and we're gonna get it popping, baby. So I just had to bring that up because when I saw the picture and they had Jerry with the gold with the diamond grill on, I said, oh, yeah. My boy Jerry on the one right now, man. So shout out my boy, man. All right.
Awesome. Fizz, there was something that happened in sports that had me doubting just my love for the game. Actually kind of re-inspired me, and I have to talk about it because it's probably the biggest storyline anyone's been talking about for the last week and a half. We have to talk about Bill Belichick getting the biggest snub of all snubs.
Well, did you hear Robert Kraft got snubbed too?
I thought that they took out Bill Belichick so that they could have Robert Kraft in it.
Robert Kraft got snubbed too, brother.
So it just sounds like to me that this has just been a huge conspiracy, a whole bunch of lies, a whole bunch of bullshit. Fizz, I have to ask you, when you think of your Mount Rushmore of the NFL, the biggest coaches, players, head office people, all the people you could think of that have made an impact on the NFL and what it is today. What are your top 4?
Well, before I name this list, Rock, I'm gonna tell you this. This is why the reason why we hate the voting system for Hall of Fames and all this stuff, because it's a bunch of old miserable guys that make these votes. It's guys that hold on to grudges. They don't know how to move on. They stuck in the past. They want to do it the way they want to do it, right? They look at all season things. They bring in guys like Antonio Brown. We all know he's a knucklehead off that field. But on that field, there's no way he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, right? T.O. had to create his own Hall of Fame because he said he ain't want him there. No way T.O. in the first ballot Hall of Famer when you talking about on the field. Forget what he doing and working out in his driveway off the field. So I want to bring that up as to why this Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick thing probably happened, because they're claiming the deflate gate, and I guess they feel like they cheated during that era. And now that one thing, whether it's true or not, I mean, it sounded pretty true, but whether it's true or not, that shouldn't take away a whole career of what Bill Belichick
didn't he pay for that? Didn't he pay for Spygate and Deflategate?
But that's my point, Rock. We live in a country now. Think about real life. You will go to jail, serve your time, and come back, and people still say, oh, well, you're a felon, so we don't care. Like, you don't care about what you did. You paid your fine. You paid your fee, you served your time. Well, guess what? We still gonna hold it against you later. And that's what they're doing to Bill Belichick. I don't mean to bring in jail to this conversation, but I'm just saying Bill Belichick is being judged on a decision that he already paid for. And they just saying, hey, well, guess what? Now you got to pay taxes on it, big dog. So a lot of these voters, though, I wish we knew the votes. That's what I wish we knew. Everybody put out these lists of all this other stuff. They need to put out the list of who voted, so we know who to call out. Because I think even one of the owners, I think it was the Rams owner. Did you hear him come out with his story about the vote?
I've heard so many different stories and just
bro. He said he only remember who he voted on, and he said I can't remember who I voted, but
yeah,
I don't
which
know
is
how,
bullshit because you only vote for a few guys.
Belichick wasn't in. Maybe I didn't vote on him. I can't remember. Huh? Yeah. Come on, man.
That's just people just lying through their teeth just because they don't want to face the music. So if you don't want to face the music and you're going to be ashamed of it, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Facts.
Maybe that's where it's just like you have to be able to coincide with how, what you truly believe in your heart of hearts. And if that's what you truly believe, you don't believe that Bill Belichick shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, then just fess up to it. Say why you don't want to do it, or else maybe you should think about it more. Wouldn't it be funny if it's like you got 30 seconds to vote, and it's just like, no, it's not like that. They spend a lot of time thinking about this, going back and forth. But Fizz, when you think of the top 4 guys, don't you think Bill Belichick should be on that? So you got Tom Brady. I put Jerry Rice on there too, but Bill Belichick.
You were saying, I thought you were talking about top 4 coaches. My bad. Yeah, bro. Listen.
Just overall, just people, faces of the NFL the last 100+ years. Bill Belichick has to be on the Mount Rushmore. So how is he not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah. But this is why, again, man, when other people's lives are in your hands and your highlights and accolades are, other people's voting, this is why we have platforms. This is why I like the media now, because you have people like us and other channels pushing the narrative of this is a joke. This is a clown show. This shouldn't be happening. A while ago, this would go, I'm not going to say untalked about, but we will only talk about, sorry, my bad. We only talk about this in barbershops and through text messages. Nobody would hear our voices out loud, right? And I'm not saying that they watching us and worried about what we're saying, but it's going to be enough of a noise behind this that maybe something will get done soon, that these voters have to start acknowledging who they are or why they
can cast a revote. If they can do a revote for the presidency, they can do this as a revote too.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, I think pressure from fans and media can change a whole lot of things. But the fact that Bill Belichick is in the first ballot, bro, is the biggest joke.
Aaron Myers, he brings up a good point. If Tom Brady was a part of those 2 teams, Deflategate and Spygate.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was going to bring
Does that mean, how are they going to not put him in? It's going to look bad. It's going to look so bad. They're going to do that. Are they going to do it with every single Patriot that's been on those teams when they're up for? He set such a bad precedent. Fizz, I want to pretend like, I'm on this show right now, but I wish I was in that voting room. I want to give Bill Belichick his flowers right now. So I looked up how impressive of a career that he has had. I think it's inarguably the most impressive career any head coach has had in all of football, college or the pros. So he has been a coach for 49 seasons, Fizz, since 1975. He has been the head coach for 29 seasons. His regular season record is 302, 165. So that's .647 winning percentage. In the playoffs, he's 31-13, Fizz. He's got the most wins in NFL history with 333. He's got the most Super Bowls. He has got 8 Super Bowls. He's got 6 with the Patriots. He's got 2 with the Giants as their defensive coordinator. He's been to 9 Super Bowl appearances, 9 conference championships. So every time he's gone to the conference championship, he's gone to the Super Bowl. 17 division titles, 19 playoff appearances. He's been the coach of the year 3 times. He's been the 2000s all-decade team, the 2010s all-decade team. But one of the things that I find the most fascinating is how great of an impact he's had on the defensive side of the ball. Your favorite part of the NFL game, Fizz.
Yes, sir.
He is the one who's known for taking away the best weapon on an opposing team, Fizz. And he reinvented his scheme on a weekly basis, which I find very, very fascinating. His defense finished top 10 in scoring 19 times, Fizz. And if you remember, in their first Super Bowl against the Rams, he held the greatest show on turf to only 17 points. And he was able to win that first Super Bowl. Also, too, you know what I keep forgetting about? He was the de facto GM this entire time. So not only was he the DC, not only was he the head coach, he was also the GM, Fizz. He was the one that drafted all these amazing defenses, all these amazing teams.
And he just can't draft receiver, but we can't knock that on him, right? We can't take that.
He don't even need it. Yeah, he don't even need it, I guess. But he did get Randy Moss. He did trade for him. So there's that.
He didn't resign him, though. We gonna highlight that one. He should have resigned. But let's continue.
Maybe. I don't remember Randy Moss doing anything after that. So maybe it was actually smart not re-signing him. But it was great while it happened. And he drafted and developed the greatest player of all time in Tom Brady. So you do all these different things. And I just want to ask you, like, one of the biggest reasons that they said was, well, there are these guys that have been on the waiting list for 15 to 20 years. So if we don't put them into the Hall of Fame now, we may never put them in. But Fizz, it's just like, shouldn't you just vote for whoever the best is up? That's it. It's just like, maybe if you've been waiting for 20 years, I understand it's a completely different game, but eventually you'll come to you. But like, if I was a voter, I'm just going to vote for the best players. That's it. That's all I should do, right?
I'm going to keep it 100 with you, right? And I would sound crazy if this really happened, but I'm going to be real with you. If my father was voted into the Hall of Fame over Bill Belichick, and he was on the waiting list for 20 years, inside, I'm going to say, thank you. My father deserved it. But my brain is going to say, man, look, ain't no damn way my father should have made it over Bill Belichick. That's the first thing I'm going to say. As the family looking at this, right? I know they're happy that their family members in, because maybe they felt like their family member was.
They're not going to be able to enjoy it, Fizz. You know why? Because that's all people are going to talk about.
Exactly. That's all it is, man. Bill Belichick need to start a podcast. I don't know if he's still coaching. What he got going on? He need to get on and let people know.
Whenever he did the NFL 100 after 100 years, I mean, he's a historian of the game, Fizz.
Yeah.
When they wanted to talk about how great the game is, they picked Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
They also picked that butthead and Colin, what is his name? Colin Cowherd or whatever the hell his name is to do it with them. But it's just like, it's just unfortunate. It's very, very sad. It's going to feel great when he does eventually get in. But yeah, it's just like, I don't like it when people try to punish other people like this. It's just like, why not just remain positive, not try to be judged in executioner and all this other shit. And the stigmatization, that was one of the things that I studied when I was in college, Fizz. I got my degree in criminology. I wanted to be a cop. And that is one of the most fascinating things. That's the thing that's most fascinating to me is stigmatization. no matter what you pay for, no matter what you do, you can do all the greatest things. Bill Belichick could cure cancer. People are not going to care. They're just going to bring up Spygate, Deflategate. It don't matter. So it always just stays with you. So it's unfortunate.
That's true. That's true, man. Unfortunately for the one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT of the coaching position, he didn't get in. But one thing we do know, Rock, life goes on. He ain't going to sweat it. If I'm him, look, I know who I am.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping off y'all. Y'all ain't got to put me in. I put myself in already. I'm already there. So F what y'all got going on. And then I'm going to bring that up in my speech when I do go. Yeah, y'all forgot about me last year. But you know who the truth is. You know who the one is.
Not only is there no modern defense without Bill Belichick, there's also no Nick Saban, who's like his best friend, who is arguably the best coach in college football history. So
that's all right. Hopefully, like I said, this all season we hear more about that, man. But like you said, that conversation is going to overshadow the Hall of Fame, and the people that are inducted, unfortunately, will have to keep hearing about it. So it is what it is. But Rock, man, let's get up out of here. Let me know about the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go through some categories, and you tell me who's better. And I think this might pretty much pick your winner. So
that's good.
I'm gonna run through it. Who's gonna coach it? Who's gonna coach a better game? We talking head coaches.
Mike McDonald.
I'm saying head coaches. Oh, my fault. I was thinking about Mike McDaniel, my bad.
Man, Mike McDonald doesn't get any respect around here.
I'm gonna say.
Did you see what he did against Sean McVay?
No, for sure. I'm gonna give it to McDonald. I'm gonna give it McDonald on that one. I'm gonna roll with you. Quarterback, Drake May or Sam Darnold? Who you taking?
Drake May. I think he's gonna utilize his legs. I think that's gonna be the thing that he's the runt of the family. He's also the David of this Goliath showdown. So I want to pick him.
Well, I've been saying, man, they've been holding Drake May off for this one big comeback game. He did nothing all playoffs. This is the game right here. He has to. So I'm going to Drake
nothing
May.
But face the best defenses.
For sure. But at some point, he got to beat the best defense. He can't just skate through. And
he's done it every time. He has beat it.
I'm going Drake May as well. No knock on Sam Darnold, though, but I'm going Drake May with this one. Receiving room. Not just we're going to go JSN, but receiving
Seahawks. Room. I think it's Seahawks only because I didn't end up watching the video that Steve Smith did. I know he braked it down, and it is pretty even, but I think JSN is just so far and ahead better than all the other wide receivers, it doesn't matter. So only if you shut him down completely do they have a shot. And I don't think they are going to be able to do that. It's very, very tough to be able to do that.
I mean, I think JSN, like you said, I'm taking JSN over 5 guys combined.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
But I'm going to say the Patriots have a Pop Douglas, bro, who finds a way to get a 40-yard pass out of nowhere every single time. They got a Mac Hollins who finds a way to get a 50-yard bomb out of nowhere. Like, they have guys. I'm not saying Rashid Shaheed can't do this either, but I think the Patriots have guys that one play, they can make a way. And
dude, what if Cooper Kupp wins the second Super Bowl?
Damn, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I'm not gonna disrespect Kupp, baby. Shout out my boy. That's my.
It's even though. It is pretty even. I mean,
it is.
If Steve Smith does a whole show on it, then
Seattle side, but it's even if we put it as a collective group. So, and you got Hunter Henry. You got Hunter Henry
and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. Damn, I'm going Patriots, baby. Patriots way, all right? Hunter Henry in the red zone, Pop Douglas on the wrong fadeaway throw. Like, I'm going Patriots on this one, all right?
They have a chance at least. At least we can say they have a chance.
There we go. Run in room, run game.
Kenneth Walker. K9. Because Ramondre Steven has been great, but why aren't they using... Okay, I have a question for you. Because you know how every week during this playoffs, I'm like, the key is going to be Travion Henderson? Do they not utilize Travion Henderson because they don't trust him? Because he only had 3 touches over like in the last game. I think Ramondre Stevenson had like 23 touches. So do they not trust them? Or have they been saving them for this moment? Because I believe the key in order for them to have a chance against this vaunted Seahawks team, against Byron Murphy and Leonard in the middle, they're going to have to run to the outside. Who else better is equipped for that than Travion Henderson? That's what he's known for, is being able to get those outside runs and turn a corner.
I think it's Mike Vrabel, bro. I think he just don't want to roll with the rookie. I think he's just going with the veteran presence, bro.
The Aaron Rodgers zone.
I think he's going with the vet. I don't think it had nothing to do with talent. And then, granted, that sounds crazy to think, right? You played a better player, but I think he just going with the vet, man. He going with the vet on this one. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like he's going to give them their best chance if they go with Henderson. They're going to need him.
Well, Henderson gonna have to show him, Coach. You're tripping. Let me do this. All right. So I'm gonna go with Ken Walker though. Ken Walker can carry Stevenson and Travion to the damn end zone. All right, we're gonna Ken Walker run game, and I think defense we're gonna both go Seattle. So I'll just say, biggest play, biggest game changing play moment. Like who has that in their arsenal? Whether it's kick return, whether it's a pick six, whether it's fumble, strip, fumble. Like who's gonna make that play that turns this whole game around? That we need.
If the Patriots watch what the Rams did to Sam Darnold when he had the worst game of the season, I think he threw 3 or 4 picks. If they're able to figure out what they were able to do to lock down JSN, to be able to have a corner on him and one of the safeties play zone. Apparently, if you play zone against JSN, you have a chance. If you play man, you have no chance. The guy is just such a good route runner. The separation that he creates, even with a guy like Gonzalez on him, shadowing him, it can't just be him. You're going to have to put a safety or some other type of DB to be able to bracket JSN. If they're able to get an interception on Sam Darnold and rattle his cage, because Sam Darnold, like I said before, it's been him, Joe Flacco, and Drew Brees. They have stayed clean the entire Super Bowl run. If they can get an interception on him, they have a chance. So I think that will be the game turning point right there. I want to say special teams. Both of them have great special teams. Rashid Shaheed. I think the Patriots guy is Marcus Jones or something. But no, I think if they get a turnover on Sam Darnold, it's going to break this whole thing open.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So final judgment, brother. Winner. Who we got? And give me a score. Give me a score, too. Let's go with a score. Winner and a score.
Okay. I want to go with the Patriots because I love the underdog story. I love that no one is picking them to win. And the last time they did that, they beat the Seahawks. You know, that was against the Legion of Boom in their second Super Bowl. So, but I can't, only because I have a lot of respect for Mike McDonald, former Raven.
Yeah.
So, and I want him to be one of the next big head coaches. I want Sam Darnold, as much shit as we've been giving these Patriots all season long. Sam Darnold's been eating shit his entire career.
Yes.
So,
seeing ghosts, all type of stuff. You're right.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah. He needs a priest and he needs a Super Bowl win to be able to exercise these demons. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I'm going to go with 21-18. It's going to be a close game.
All right, wow, I like that call, brother. And I think I told you on the phone who I'm going with. I'm going to stick with it. Patriots way, baby. Patriots way. I'm going with the Patriots. I can't give you a reason why, Rock. I cannot sit here and break it down statistically or metaphorically, whatever you want to call it. I can't give you that. I'm going to just say the Patriots way, big dog. Are they going to find a way to win this game? And it's just going to be what it's going to be. So maybe they do it for Belichick. You feel me? Maybe they hold it down for the Hall of Fame crown. You know what I'm saying? So I say this: if you see Bill Belichick in the building, man, it's over with. It's done with. You feel me? So
Bill Belichick, they bring on as an honorable coach. He's in the sideline. He's got his cutoff hoodie. That'd be awesome.
You see Belichick in the press box with Kraft. Oh, it's over with, baby. All right. So
can you imagine if Mike McDonald's on the other sideline? He's like, wait, is that who I think it is? And it's just Bill Belichick just looking him dead in the eyes.
Telling you. And this game is, I don't know what the weather's like. I mean, it's in San Fran, but this game is outside too. It's not a dome game. So we'll see if that has any, rain or anything like that going on. It never rains in Southern California from what I was told.
They got the power plant. That's the only thing they got over there. So.
I don't know if you caught this, but they said both teams, Seattle and Patriots, are practicing away from the 49ers field. They don't even want to be close to the power plant. They went to the local colleges and practice. So they even believe in what the hell going on. So I'm rolling with the Patriots on this one. You over the Seahawks. And my score, good question. You said 21-18?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 18. I'm going to go 17-14, bro. That's how it's going to be.
That's probably Yeah, that's probably more accurate of what's going to happen. So
yeah, 17-14 though. But I'm going with the Patriots, man. Maybe they make that field goal. Maybe they figure out whatever it is. But Patriots way all day, baby. That's what I'm rolling with. Never thought I would ever say nothing like that, baby. But now I'm getting a little bit more realistic with the game, and I ain't just being a favorite, a homer, whatever you want to call it. So,
you've been on that train the entire season, even in the off season. Fizz, you're the only one I know that picked the Patriots to go to the playoffs, let alone Super Bowl. So
yeah, again, I know I keep saying Patriots way, but I just think the most comfortable thing they've done is hire 2 ex-coaches, players, whatever you want to call them, with McDaniels and Vrabel, man. These guys have been in the building. You get guys who know how to run your machine, not guys that need to come in and read instructions. So these guys don't need instructions. They know how this go. They know how this work. That's why we hired them. So I think this was the cheat code for Kraft and this organization to get 2 guys that have already been there, already won championships, and already got the blueprint. We don't need no manual. We already know what we're doing, baby. So the Patriots way, that's how I'm rocking with it.
Let's get Maddie another Super Bowl. Let's piss off all these people that hate on greatness. So
there we go. All right, big dog. Well, any closing words, man? Word of wisdom. Let me know something, man, before we get up out of here and get to our next thing, man. We got a pre-recording coming up soon. So we're going to drop that for y'all this week. That's the content we give y'all before the Super Bowl. Coming up, man. Stranger Things. And I don't know if you know this, Rock, but they got the Stranger Thing. I told you the
Tales of 85.
Tales of 85. It's a cartoon series, it looked like. So I don't know if it's a series or just like a movie, but it looked like the Spider-Man's multiverse kind of one. Yeah, something like that.
It's the same director and artist that did the Spider-Man series.
Oh, okay.
And it's the whole series, I believe.
So. Okay. Yeah, so that's coming out soon. Trailer comes out today. So we're going to drop the rest of these Stranger Things that we found and let y'all know what we got. But close us out today, brother. And we're going to get to the next one soon as we get off of this.
Everyone loves talking about how great it is to be great, but no one ever talks about how hard it is to be great, how hard it is to stay consistent, how hard it is not to want to quit. If you're going down the less traveled road and you're alone, just know that everything you're experiencing is part of the journey and will be well worth it in the end. That's my word of wisdom for the week, Fizz.
There we go, big dog. I don't have no words, man. Like and subscribe. That's what we really appreciate, baby. You feel me? That's all I got for you today. So we're going to close out on that, man. Thanks to the people that's in here. Thanks for the ones that watch later. And hey, till next time, we out of this thing.
Hasta la vista. Enjoy Bad Bunny. And
man, we the hell out of here. See y'all peoples later, man.